Hey everyone, I hope everyone's doing well today. And it is, let's see, where are we at here? It is 10:20, October 20, 2023. And it's Jeff Bruno from B Modeler, coming to accelerators.org. So glad to be here today, guys, as your mentor. I have some questions to go over, but before I get into these questions, not that anyone cares about this necessarily, but I thought I'd bring it up. Or not that anyone cares for me to bring it up, but I have to say it anyway. The times and things that are going on in our world, from the Ukraine war to the Hamas situation and the subsequent continued warring with Israel and Hamas and Russia and Ukraine, is almost beyond words. That in our modern day, that human life is disrespected in this fashion. Tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of people are dying for no reason. No reason. Ideology, land, that mean nothing. It is absolutely heartbreaking. And I know this is not, I can't stand it. It bothers me. So I hope everyone agrees with that and, stays safe and careful and cares for their fellow man and woman. So now on to lighter subjects, business. So I will answer your questions here and hopefully, keep them coming, guys. It looks like I have, 4 questions here. So I'm willing and ready to answer as many as I can. So send them to Sean, send them to him, get him up here, and I will try to do my best. So first question is from Sam Tran. Sam says, what suggestions do you have to help me create more prospects in my new business? I just started with a network marketing company. I ran out of friends and family. Can you share any ideas you would use if you had to create a new flow of leads for selling life insurance? So Sam, my area here is financial strategy. Operational ties into your financial strategy. But I did start my business on my own, so I can give you some advice around that level. So your question was, how do you help me create more prospects in my new business? I've exhausted my friends and family. So Sam, life insurance is a very hard thing to sell. It is a extremely competitive market, as you've probably seen. That is why friends and family are the easy targets to begin with. So there are, I don't know how many, but thousands, if not tens of thousands of life insurance agents and agencies out there that are selling life insurance. Why? As you're probably aware of, it's a lucrative business model because there's a lot of premium and there's a lot of commission dollars in that kind of construct, because that's how the insurance companies formulated their business model, by going through channels like yourself or other agencies. So they've made it a lucrative offering. So I think the way to do it really is to try to differentiate yourself from the vast amounts of other competitors out there, which is not easy. I think you got to have some kind of gimmick or some kind of approach that gets you in front of people differently. Maybe you do something different online where I don't know, Sam, I'm not in the life insurance industry, but I do think the only way for you to continue to grow is to set yourself apart with something that people really helps them either make the decision more quickly, or you make it effortless for them, so simple that somebody else is more difficult. You have an online platform that they can use that's easy. I'm just not sure. But without that, I think it's hard to get leads. That would be my thought. Next question is from Ricardo Delgado. Ricardo, you're always on here, man. Love it. So Ricardo Delgado, what has been a good percentage of return for investors in companies? I'm eventually planning to start a second business venture and want to get investors involved. I'm willing to give investors a piece of the pie. How much is ideal? Looking forward to hearing responses. So Ricardo, great question. So there is no good percentage for investors in companies, meaning percentage return, meaning it varies widely. So I would say that if you're doing a tech company, it's a different scenario. If you're doing a service business, it's a different expectation. So let me give you some examples. So if you find investors who you're doing a tech business, a SaaS business, or some kind of high growth business, then there's a lot more risk that you just, 90% of those businesses, if not more, fail, if not more. So the risk is very high. So those investors typically want a much higher return. And if they're early, they're looking for major return levels. I mean, they're looking for anywhere from 25 to 100 times their original investment. 25 to 100 times. So if somebody gives you $100,000 and you're a tech business, they're expecting 2.5 million to 100 million in a return construct. So if you're that type of business, if you're a tech-enabled business, which is most other businesses out there these days, and sort of like a service business, B2B or something of that nature, but you're tech-enhanced or tech-enabled, then in that case, you're looking at a more modest return. And probably, some cash along the way, maybe to investors. So early investors might say, well, I'd be okay with like a 4 to 10 times return in that case. So they invest 100,000, they want 400,000 over maybe a 5 to 10 year period, or maybe more than that, maybe 800,000. Less risk, a lot less risk in that investment, because there's a chance that you can make some inroads because it's just about you sort of out competing others and in maybe a comfortable industry that has some room for growth. So those are kind of the levels you would expect. I think it all depends on how risky your business is and how early you are on whether they will have a bigger piece of your business or not. I was referring to your second question. So if you're very early, friends and family, you're at idea stage, you might have a little bit of revenue coming in, but you don't have any substantiated sort of growth percentages that you've done, I would say that's extremely risky. And anybody coming in with any sort of large dollars are going to expect, 20 to 40% of your company or more. So that's kind of my thought process there. Hope that's helpful. So next question comes from Johan Dahmer. Should I start a sales job? I'm 18 and I'm a part-time student at FIU. I'm also trying to scale my local moving company. I'm not insanely busy, but my hours fluctuate a lot. I want a sales job to learn, meet new people, and make more money. However, I want to continue to grow my moving company. I have a new truck and now have guys that can do the work for me. I think I should get a sales job, but I don't want to slow down my moving company. Maybe quit college, or should I dive more into my business? Johan, so I can't tell you whether to quit college, first off. So take that off the table. Secondly, what are you trying to do with sales? So don't divert your focus. It's one or the other. Meaning, if you're doing a moving company and you're trying to focus your energy there, just because you have guys in doing some of the moving, it's your company. They're not going to have a vested interest in building that company. So why would they stick around and help you make money with that company unless you're involved? So that's number one. Number two, if you're going to do a sales scenario, why not do it with your current company? Why not do it with the moving business, and use your selling skills and refine your selling skills in that business. So you're killing two birds with one stone. You're selling in the moving business, creating more business for that. The team sees that you're selling, that you're driving the business, and maybe you're then involved in the operations too. And you can do that for a certain level until you can't anymore. And then you have to, get people to help you on the operating side and continue to sell for the business. So I would say, why divert your attention to a totally separate sales scenario when you could do it for the company you're currently focused on? That would be my thought process for you. Next question and last question is from Sean Gannon. Have you ever hired an SEO company, and what should I look for when trying to increase awareness through SEO for my business? We sell boats and my inventory is pretty full. I need to reach as many people as I can in my state and states around me. Sean, this is really not my area. I think there's better people in accelerators to answer this. I'm not sure why I get some of these marketing questions, to be honest with you. I've tried SEO, but not really a lot in my business. I don't have a lot of experience with it. So I really apologize, but even from my own experience, I can't really answer this question. And marketing beguiles me from the start, so I don't know how to answer it. Ask somebody who's much more experienced in that marketing area. But if you decide to figure out, hey, what metrics make sense for me to drive my business forward, and what part of my budget should I put towards marketing, to looking at those types of metrics, I'm all in. I can help you there. So hope this was great, guys. Good to see everyone, whoever's paying attention, and send me more financial and operational strategy questions, and let's get this thing cranking, guys. I got information up here I could share with you. Have a good day.